Hey, happy Saturday, everyone. I found a little bit of a quiet spot down in my basement because if you're anything like me and you find yourself talking to a phone, it kind of looks strange when everyone else is doing other things in their life. My hope is that soon some of you will have this opportunity to do this kind of thing, talking to a phone, if you haven't done it recently. I'll get to that in a moment. First, a couple things to give you information on. First, feedback, group projects. Thanks everyone for providing feedback to your peers. In the assignments tab, if you haven't already seen it under the group task, you'll see that I provided feedback to you. The independent task is now your area of focus. You've had a little bit of support from your peers. I understand the group project's been really what most of your collaborative work has been about. But in a number of groups, it's been really great to see the recommendations and tips that have come once people have posted their outline. So now that that outline is there, it's your task to make that come alive. So the goal of the project is it's not meant to be a make work project where you make something, hand it in and get a grade. It's meant for you to create something rich that you can use in the classroom. So how can you take your outline and turn it into something that's really great that you can go in and use next week in school or next month or next year? Can you take your work and apply it to a Prezi outline that you could do, sort of navigate an active PowerPoint type presentation? Is it something that you could do a Spark video or maybe it's a YouTube video? Is there a way to take your project and make it something that you can share with others, to share with other students or to share with teachers who might want to do some of the things that you're recommending that they do? So the project, you've got a great outline. I've taken a look at them all. There are some great ideas there. Now, how do you make it come alive? And that's your challenge, to present the final independent task outline, that independent design task, and you're going to put that in the assignments tab by next Sunday. Now, if you're done early, get it in there earlier. You don't have to wait till next Sunday. In fact, I might get you feedback a little earlier if you get it in there a little bit ahead of time. What else is next? Oh, so we got 2 weeks left. The last set of discussions will open next Saturday, but we got a week to look at a few more things, and then one final week, and then the course is kind of over, and the weather's hopefully going to be significantly better than it's been the last couple of months. I do want to talk to you now. Why hold up a camera? Why might you hold up a phone and videotape yourself? Well, the task I'd like you to be starting to think about is the reflection piece. And that is something where we're calling on you to look at the things that you've done throughout the course, the activities you did in the collaborative inquiry, the discussions you've had, the things you've learned to do, the things you've tried and failed, the things you've been successful at. All of those things are part and parcel of what it means to be a professional teacher, to be an ongoing lifelong learner. And the Ontario College of Teachers has put together a list of professional standards for educators. And that's one of the things you can reflect on, is how does your course experience allow you to meet those expectations for professional teachers. I'm also going to link you to the ISTE standards. In the United States, this organization for technology educators using tools and tech, produced standards that are for administrators, for science and tech teachers, or technology integration teachers, for teachers in general, and for students. And these standards are a good way to reflect on the skills you're learning and the ones you're applying, and how good you feel you are at those things. So I'm going to provide the links below this video. Before you do the reflection, take a look at those and consider that. So that's what you're thinking about. That's the topic and the material that you're thinking about for the reflection piece. Traditionally, courses rely on teachers write a 3-page summary of your experience. I think you have had a chance in this course, and you're continuing to have over the next few weeks, chances to explore all ranges of media and tech tools that allow you to communicate in far richer ways than simple text. So I'm inviting you to do your reflection with pixels, either videotaping yourself or taking a PowerPoint slideshow and narrating it, or producing an audio soundtrack or podcast. I'd like you to think about a creative way to share your reflections on the experience. And if you want any ideas about what might be a neat way you could try it that you'd be comfortable with, take a look at the wiki, the course wiki. There are a number of reflections that I put in there that are exemplars from past experiences that teachers had. So it's really, I guess if you want to do it written, that's fine. But there's a message I get from a teacher who's taken a course in sort of rich media integration who falls back on that. So I really encourage you to try something a little bit different. Those reflections are due the week after your independent design task. So as you work on your task and refine it for classroom use, think about a rich way to share that. You'll drop that into the Dropbox in the assignments tab under independent design task, and then you'll have another week to do the reflection piece, and that'll also go in the assignments tab. You'll see a link there for reflections, and for some of you it'll be putting a hyperlink in there, a link to maybe a different piece that you've produced. If you want to do it as an attachment, you can try, but if it's a media piece, more than likely it's some kind of a hyperlink. Do make sure, if you do go that route of doing your work in video, that you make sure that it's publicly viewable so I can see it. A lot of the default settings, if you do video and post them online, they tend to be private settings so that only you can see it. So if you want to make sure I can see it, you can either share it directly to r.lucier@gmail.com, or you can just make the link publicly viewable so that when I click on the link, I'll be able to see it. A couple weeks to go. Later today, I'm going to watch Michigan State play basketball. Is it today? No, tomorrow. They play Duke tomorrow late afternoon. It's been really dramatic. I've been enjoying the sports. And I've played a couple of rounds of golf, so I know the weather's getting good. I hope you're enjoying the springtime. Get out and get some maple syrup if you haven't had it already. And let's see what we can do in these last few weeks. Thanks.